Manchester City have escaped their first leg clash versus Real Madrid with the Champions League quarter-final contest all square heading into next week's Etihad match, playing out a pulsating 3-3 draw. The citizens enjoyed a perfect start to the game when Bernardo Silva's free kick had the visitors ahead inside 2 minutes. However, a Ruben Dias own goal and a strike from Rodrigo had Los Blancos ahead just 12 minutes later. Performing an impressive comeback of their own, Foden and Josko Gvardiol found the net in spectacular fashion after the half-time interval to give Pep Guardiola's men a temporary advantage. The 14-time European champions were not forced to settle for a rare defeat at the Bernabeu, though, with Federico Valverde's volley in the closing moments meaning that the tie is now perfectly poised ahead of the second leg in Manchester. Fouling Jack Grealish in the opening moments of the contest, Frenchman Tchouaméni received a yellow card which will result in his suspension for the second leg in Manchester next week. However, the ramifications of that challenge were immediate as it allowed the visitors with an opportunity to hit the front in the tie. Eduardo Camavinga picked up the ball on the right flank and drove boldly inside past the attentions of Grealish, with the 21-year-old unleashing an effort which deflected off the knee of Dias, and the Portuguese's unwanted contribution saw the ball dribble into the net, consigning Stefan Ortega to a watching brief. Collecting the ball in the midfield, Vinicius Jr. unleashed Rodrigo through on goal in the Man City half, and although the Brazilian slowed down, allowing Manuel Akanji to get back on the cover, the 23-year-old was still able to produce an effort which bounded past Ortega into the net. Seeking to further extend their advantage at the start of the second period, Vinicius Jr. had a glorious opportunity to net his side's third of the evening after being played through on the left by partner in crime Rodrigo. However, the attacker was unable to keep his strike below the Man City bar. Following a quiet first half from the England international, Foden burst onto the Bernabeu stage to make it 2-2 just after 65 minutes, with the Citizens Academy graduate netting his fifth goal of the Champions League campaign in extraordinary style. The move started when Silva found Stones infield and the defender helped the ball into the path of Foden on the edge of the Real box, and the 23-year-old did the rest, with his first touch setting himself up excellently to whip a left-footed strike into the top left corner, leaving Lunion helpless and goal. Although having the tie on level terms ahead of next week's deciding leg would have been satisfactory, Guardiola's troops continued to press for more goals and found their third of the night from an unexpected source in the form of a first-time City goal-scorer. After Grealish faced up Madrid's Dani Carvajal on the left and passed infield to Gvardiol, the Croatian was afforded a gallop further into real territory by the sluggish defending of Toni Kroos, who watched on as the Man City centre-back fizzed his effort from outside the box into the far corner. Adopting the never-say-die attitude which has been the backbone of many of their Champions League successes over the decades, Los Blancos were able to level the score soon after Gvardiol made the net ripple for the visitors, with Vinicius Jr. once again being the provider for his thankful teammates. The Brazilian picked up the ball on the left and floated it cross into the City box, over their backline and perfectly in front of the advancing Valverde, who produced a sublimely executed volley which arrowed into the bottom left corner, with Ortega merely a spectator as the hosts showcased their powers of recovery once again. Before next week's all-important second leg at the Etihad, Man City will continue their charge for a fourth straight Premier League crown versus relegation-threatened Luton Town, while Real Madrid visit Mallorca in La Liga.